Hello, my adorable students, and Namaskar, parents. How are you all? I hope you have done your homework. So, in this video, I am going to explain chapter number 2, part 2, and the name of the chapter is The Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. Let us start our chapter number 2, part 2, which is The Shehnai of Bismillah Khan. First of all, I would like to tell you about Bismillah Khan. He was a very renowned Shehnai player of India. He played the Shehnai on the day when India got independence. That is 15th August 1947 at the Red Fort before the Prime Minister of India, Jawaharlal Nehru, gave his speech. Before that, Bismillah Khan played the Shehnai in order to signify something auspicious. What was that auspicious occasion? Something auspicious for the whole country was going to happen. That India was about to get freedom. So that is why Bismillah Khan played Shehnai. Whenever you think of a Shehnai, you are reminded of a wedding. Why? Because probably most of us must have heard Shehnai being played at a wedding function. And the next thing, when you think about the Shehnai, is Ustad Bismillah Khan, because he was the maestro in Shehnai. As you know that Mughals ruled India before Britishers. There was a famous Mughal emperor, Aurangzeb. He banned means he prohibited. He prohibited Pungi. What was Pungi? You can say that Pungi was Shehnai's predecessor. He did not allow that this musical instrument, Pungi, be played in his royal residence. Why did he ban it? He banned it because it has a very shrill and unpleasant sound. Shrill means very sharp, and unpleasant means something that you dislike. So, Aurangzeb banned the playing of Pungi because he disliked the sound of Pungi. There was a barber who belonged to a family of professional musicians. He decided to improve Pungi's tonal quality. Tonal quality means the sound quality. What he did to do that? He took a pipe which has hollow stem. Hollow means something that is empty from inside. And that pipe was longer and broader than Pungi. Then he made 7 holes on the body of that pipe. He blew air in it and he closed and opened different holes of this pipe. And what he found? He found out that very soft and melodious sounds were produced. When this barber played this new instrument, the sound produced by Shehnai was considered to be auspicious. Auspicious means something which is promising to bring good fortune. That is why it is still played on good occasions, that is, in marriages and in temples. Shehnai was considered to be part of Naubat. Naubat is an Urdu word and it means traditional ensemble. Ensemble means a traditional group of 9 instruments. Now the question arises, how did it reach the classical stage? Yes, it was due to Ustad Bismillah Khan royal court. Everyone liked its sound. The royal court thought that a new name should be given to this new instrument. As the story goes, it was first played in the royal court, that is, in Shah's chamber. Shah. Mughals called the king as Shah, and as the Nai, that is, the barber, has played it for the first time, they called it Shehnai. Sheh for king and Nai for barber. And people wanted to hear him play the Shehnai. Now let us read about Bismillah Khan. When he was 5 years old, he lived in an ancient estate of Dumrao. It is located in present day Bihar. Which state? Yes, Bihar. He used to play Gilli Danda. He used to sing Chaita in Bhojpuri language in Bihariji temple. In return, he got a reward of a big laddu, and the weight of the laddu was 1.25 kg. It was the prize given to Bismillah Khan by the local Maharaj. And after 80 years, Bismillah Khan received the highest civilian award of India, that is the Bharat Ratna. Bismillah Khan was born on 21st March 1916. He belonged to the family of musicians. His grandfather, Rasul Bakhsh Khan, was the Shehnai Nawaz of Bhojpur King's Court. His father, Pagambar Bakhsh Khan, and other parental ancestors. Parental ancestors means ancestors of father's side. They were also great Shehnai players. When Bismillah Khan was just 3 years old, his mother took him to her parents' house in Banaras. Banaras is present day Varanasi. When Bismillah Khan saw his maternal uncles means uncles who belong to his mother's side. When he saw his uncles play the Shehnai, he was fascinated. That means he was attracted. And he also wanted to learn it. Bismillah Khan started going to Vishnu temple with his uncle Ali Bakhsh. When he saw his uncle playing the Shehnai, he kept on sitting there and watched his uncle play the Shehnai. Gradually, he also started learning play the Shehnai, and he would practice throughout the day. For many years, Ustad Bismillah Khan stayed in Banaras. He would visit Temple of Balaji, Temple of Mangalmaya, and he would remain on the bank of Ganga and would practice for hours in solitude. Solitude means all alone. The river Ganga motivated him to improve his performance and to innovate new ragas. When he was 14, he accompanied his uncle Ali Bakhsh to Allahabad Music Conference. At the end of his recital means performance, Ustad Faiz Khan appreciated him. When in 1938 All India Radio opened its station in Lucknow, Ustad Bismillah Khan got his first break. That is, he started performing on the radio station. He became so popular that he repeatedly performed on the radio station. He was a legend because he was the first Indian who greeted the entire nation through his Shehnai. He played Shehnai on the memorable day when India got independence. He played Rag Kafi from the Red Fort. After his performance, our first Prime Minister, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, gave his famous speech. And the name of his speech was Tryst with Destiny. Bismillah Khan gave many memorable performances all over the world. His first visit abroad was to Afghanistan. The king of Afghanistan, Zahir Shah, was so mesmerized and impressed by his performance that he gifted him priceless Persian carpet and other souvenirs. Souvenirs means things given in memory of person, place, or event. There were many other people who were also attracted to his music. Goonj Uthi Shehnai is a Hindi movie directed by Vijay Bhatt. He gave his movie this name because he was attracted towards the music of Shehnai, played by Bismillah Khan. There was a beautiful song, Dil Ka Khilona Hai Toot Gaya, in this movie, Goonj Uthi Shehnai. This song was composed by Bismillah Khan. This song was a chart buster. Chart buster means record breaker. After such success, Bismillah Khan gave his music in just 2 movies. And the name of movies are Goonj Uthi Shehnai, which was made by Vijay Bhatt, and a Kannada movie, Sanadhi Apanna, made by Vikram Srinivas. Bismillah Khan would say that he did not like the artificial and the glamorous world of movies. He got a lot of awards. He was the first Indian to perform at the prestigious Lincoln Center Hall in USA. He had performed in Montreal at the World Exposition. He had performed at Cannes Art Festival and in Osaka Trade Fair. He was so loved worldwide that in Tehran, where is Tehran? Tehran is in Iran. That in Tehran, an auditorium was named after him. And the name of this auditorium is Teher Mausiq Ustad Bismillah Khan. He was awarded with Padma Shri, Padma Bhushan and Padma Vibhushan. In 2001, he got the highest civilian award, that is the Bharat Ratna. When he received the highest award, his eyes were glinting. Glinting means shining, because his work was recognized. He gave a very important message to all the Indians. And the message was to teach music to their children, because music was the Hindustan's richest tradition, and even the West wanted to learn this music. Although Bismillah Khan traveled all over the world and he lived in all the beautiful cities, he got respect and recognition. Still, he was fond of Banaras and Dumrao. Banaras, where he learned music, and Dumrao, where he was born. One of his students wanted him to head a Shehnai school in USA. The student promised that he would recreate the temples of Banaras in America. But Khan Saab is a name that he was called by his loved ones. But Khan Saab asked him if he could transport river Ganga as well. What did it show? It showed that Bismillah Khan loved his nation. It showed that he was attached to his birthplace, Banaras, and river Ganga. Ustad Bismillah Khan is a perfect example of rich and cultural heritage of India. Why? Because his work was beyond religion barriers. Although he was a devout Muslim. Devout means a person who follows the laws of some religion, but still he played Shehnai at the Kashi Vishwanath temple, which is a Hindu temple. He was a true Indian, free from the religious barriers. He died on 21st August 2006 at the age of 90. He was given a state funeral and one-day holiday was announced across India. I hope the chapter is clear to you now. So, read the chapter well, do your work in a neat and clean handwriting, and don't forget to revise it. And all the very best for your test. Bye-bye.